This is Lady, welcome back to my channel. I know the last time I'm gonna bring this down a little bit. The last time I talked to you guys was about a little bit over a week ago, and Hurricane Matthew was about to come and hit. So this is what happened, because I did not film anything that was going on. I did not film anything about the hurricane. I didn't film outside. I didn't film the weather. I didn't film none of that stuff because I was trying to make my kids as happy and as comfortable as possible, because it was our first hurricane and it was the first time in our lives that we had to leave our home to go somewhere that was safer. So the day before, I had a doctor's appointment, and I was like, I had to go out, get some errands done, all that stuff. Had to go do a little bit of shopping, just, some personal stuff or whatever. And I remember I walked in the store to get, I remember this, I went into the store to get some pull-ups. They didn't have the right size. I said, okay, cool, I can go to another store. Doesn't matter. I'm going up into this first store. I see people buying and bringing out generators. Obviously, they're from Florida. Obviously, they know some stuff I don't. Which means that tells me I need to take some mental notes, because they're doing something and they know better than I do. Okay? And I'm thinking generator, okay, maybe they have an electric stove or whatever. I have gas. I did not like gas, but hey, when the power goes out, I can still cook. Okay, so they're buying generators. Stores are selling out of water and bread. Okay, nothing on the shelves. Nothing. So I remember I went in the store. They didn't have the size pull-ups I needed. I said, okay, I went to go get those weekly medication thingies. Like those things that like your grandma uses, like the Monday through Sunday thing, and you put little vitamins in there. That's what I had to get. And I got some gum because I was nervous. And so, I just got this stuff, and they had the weather channel up on the little screen there at the checkout, whatever. And I was like, okay, it's coming. They kept saying how big it was, how powerful it was, and how hard it's gonna hit, and yada yada yada. And I'm freaking out, but I'm trying to be all calm and cool and collected, because I just can't get nervous. I cannot try to be nervous right now. I cannot have my anxiety. I'm trying to like suppress it. I'm like pump the brakes anxiety. So I come home, or I call the doctors. I had an appointment that day. I said, you know what? I don't know if I'm going to be able to come in, because where I live, I have to go over a big old bridge that goes over a small part of the ocean. Okay? And I said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. They go, are you talking about the regular Florida storm or the hurricane? I said, the hurricane. The lady was like, sweetie, the hurricane's not coming for another 2-3 days. I said, okay. So anyway, I made it to that appointment. The next day, hurricane came. Okay? And we live by water. On one side of us, it's ocean. On the other side, it's ocean. So I'm thinking we in the middle. Okay? So the morning of, I woke up all nervous. I woke up feeling like something's about to happen. Something's going to go down. And I remember the day before, I told my husband, I was like, babe, we got to go do some shopping. We got to go to the grocery store and get some stuff, last minute stuff. He said, okay, cool. So I'm going, I'm stocking up on wipes. I am stocking up on pull-ups. I'm stocking up on bread, peanut butter and jelly, big tubs of like little snacks and treats and stuff for the kids. And my husband's like, why are you getting all that stuff? I'm thinking, just in case. You've never been in a hurricane before. Neither have I. Obviously, these Florida people know something's about to go down. Okay, we got to take some notes. We got to be prepared. So, and even, I was not even fully prepared. Okay, so he goes, okay, cool, we get that stuff. The next day, I wake up. Butterflies are already in my stomach. Okay, I know something is going to happen that day. So my husband goes to work. as usual, as normal. I'm doing some laundry, and he texts me. He goes, "Start packing. We're gonna evacuate when I get home at 1." I said, okay. I'm thinking like it was 11. It was 10:30, 11ish when he had texted me. He said, "Get ready." I said, okay, cool. And it's like my brain was like going every which way. So I'm grabbing suitcases and bags. I already had stuff in the washing machine. I threw it in the dryer. Let that go, let that dry. I'm trying to find all the clean clothes, all the kids' clean clothes I could find. Just throw it in a bag. I even made a coffee cake because I didn't know how long we're going to be. But I know we can eat off some coffee cake for a good 2-3 days before it's all gone. So I whipped that up real quick. I threw it in the oven. I was letting that bake. I had the clothes in the dryer, and I had clothes in bags already. I got the food, put the food in the bag. I got the big old case of water that we got that in there. Made sure the dog had his stuff, his leash, and that was it. His leash and his bed, and that's it. I forgot to bring the dog's food and water bowl, and the dog's food. So, but the dog, he ate what we ate until we got somewhere, and I got some actual dog food. And so I was thinking, what are some things that cannot be replaced at all? Because to be honest, I was okay with the thought of losing everything. I know what it's like to be broke before. My husband knows what it's like to be broke. Okay, we know what it's like to have nothing. We know what that's like. So I already kissed all this stuff goodbye. I was like, bye, deuces, bye. The only thing that I got that cannot be replaced is I grabbed all of our important documents, marriage license, birth certificates, all that stuff, all the important stuff, right? I got all that. I also got my kids' baby hospital blankets. The ones that the white ones with the blue and the red lines on it that they wrap the babies up in. Their first blankets, I had those. And I grabbed damn near all the pictures I had. I took pictures out of the picture frame and put them in a bag. Okay? Now, there's a thing with me and pictures. I love my pictures. I need my pictures, okay? The only pictures I did not grab was the ones that are hanging up in my room, and that's okay because I had copies. So I grabbed all those, boo. I grabbed all those. I put them in a bag. I was like, okay, I'm ready. He comes up. We gotta go. We gotta go now because he had a time limit. He was on a scheduled time, and we were running a little bit behind. So he was like, come on, you gotta go. We gotta hurry up. I said, okay, cool. I'm throwing stuff in the car because outside it was sunny, the sky was blue, birds were singing, everything was cool, but everybody was trying to leave here at the same time. It was a mandatory evacuation. And, some people were like, I'm not leaving, I don't want to go, whatever, but it was mandatory. Okay, get your ass out the house because your house may not be here. And we may not be here to come and get you if something happens. So get out, so it was mandatory. So I'm throwing stuff in there. I grabbed stuff that was still wet, still damp, out of the dryer, threw it in a bag, had to go. I even grabbed the coffee cake, and I was so glad that I remembered to take the coffee cake out of the oven because that would have caught on fire. And we have 4 houses that are connected to each other. If my kitchen set on fire, everybody's house would have been set on fire. So I grabbed it out. It was too hot for me to get out of the pan, so I left it. I'm thinking, forget it, left it. And so we go. My husband had to go with some other people. He told me where to go. I said, okay, cool. I drove there. Once again, blue skies. Birds are singing. Kids are playing. All that stuff. But the roads were so packed. I did not know that a gas station can run out of gas so fast. My neighbor, the day before, he said he had to wait 20 minutes to get some gas. While he was sitting in the gas station parking lot waiting to go through the pump to get gas, everyone was stocking up on gas. Any moment you gotta roll. So I, thank goodness, already got gas the day before. I was filled up past full. So I go there. There were so many could have been accidents. People driving, all that stuff. And I was like, I'm just trying to get off the road. I'm just trying to get to safe place. Y'all don't know how many times I just wanted to throw my hands up and said, fuck it, and drive from here to Michigan. I've done it once, I can do it again. But my husband, he could not leave so far from where he was. I said, babe, I'm going to Michigan. I'm about to come get you. No, I can't go, and I'm not going to leave my man behind. So then, the storm started to come. Clouds were starting to roll in. The wind was getting rough, and I had people from different states checking up on us. Appreciate y'all. Checking up on us. Are you okay? Are the kids okay? What's going on? They were sending me updates from other states, and I'm looking at updates every hour. What's going on for 3 days, 4 days. 3-4 days we were gone. Okay? And I kept checking up, and it was just so overwhelming and stuff, and I had to find, hotels that were pet friendly and getting the kids situated and all this stuff and moving all of our bags. I did that myself, taking everything out, all unloading, all that stuff. So, it is what it is. And then, I was thinking, I always had my phone and the computer on the charger, because something can happen at any moment, anything can happen at any moment. So I'm thinking if the power goes out, I do have backup phone batteries, but thank goodness that we didn't lose any power where we were. Here at the house, there was no power for about a day and a half, but they got everything up and running. We got back into the housing a day early. It was a Saturday when we got back in the house. We weren't supposed to be back in here until Sunday afternoon. So I got everything up and running. And I was like, thank God we got back in here. I'm thinking our house is gone. By the water, everything, the house is gone. I was keeping up on updates, and where we were on the map, it was nothing but red. So I said, we ain't got no home to go back to. Everything is underwater. I'm thinking my bed is in the ocean. Okay, our clothes, sharks are wearing our clothes. Okay, I'm thinking I have no more pillows. Okay, we have no more drawers at the house. Toys are gone. My kitchen stuff is gone. I'm thinking that it's just stuff. We can always replace stuff. TVs, we can replace it. Curtains, sheets, we can replace it. That's what I'm thinking. We can replace it all. But we came back. I was like, oh my God, everything is still standing. Everything is still together. And I prayed. I was like, whoo, thank you, Jesus. Everything was still standing, but I felt so bad. And my heart was breaking for all the people in Jamaica and all the people in Haiti and all the people around us in different parts of Florida and Georgia. I think all those people who got everything really, really bad, worse than what we got. And I was like, oh my goodness gracious, it was a heartbreaking scene. Just watching it on the news, the updates, the radio, you turn your car on and every station was something about Hurricane Matthew. And I was like, okay. And that was the only thing that I did not want to hear it, but I had to, because it was the first time we've ever gone through something like that, and I had to keep up. I'm trying to stay ahead of the storm. Just in case something happens, I can throw my kids in the car and we'll drive from here to Michigan, like I said, so it was just a long process. The days felt like weeks, just sitting in a hotel room, And I would be peeking out every now and then to see if cars are still straight, if trees are still in the ground, because the closer we got to where we live, trees were pulled out of the ground. Pieces of people's roofs were not attached anymore. They were gone with the wind. They were gone, And there was this one house we were coming in. They had a big old board. People were boarding up their windows. I had no idea about that. We didn't have time to do any of that stuff. I wouldn't even have anything to block the windows anyway. They had boards in their windows. They had emergency contacts spray painted on the boards. So if something should happen to them or their house, call these numbers. I was just like, it's like that. It can be like that. And I was like, oh my goodness gracious, our house is gone. Okay, fine. We get here, everything is still standing. I was like, my God, goddamn, It was like everything is still standing. Wow. And I was thanking the Lord extra hard because once we got back in the house, settled down for a little bit, trying to take everything all in, there was black smoke on the wall because I wanted to light one of my big new candles, kind of calm everything down. I had a big candle burning for 3 days. Y'all don't know the panic I also felt during that time because I was listening to the radio. They said there was already one house fire. And I got that flashback. I said this could have been the house fire because where the candle was, on top of it, I had one of those wall sticker thingies, and it was starting to peel off. If that caught on fire, nobody over here would have had a house. Okay? If that caught on fire, that wall sticker thing would have been in flames. The walls would have been in flames. All of our houses attached would have been ashes already, So I was like, oh my goodness, thank you, Lord, protecting my house and all that stuff. But that was it. That's what happened. And I was over the moon, overwhelmed with all types of emotion. And there's still people around here that's recovering, and it's like it. But I did take this as a learning experience, to always be prepared, better prepared, And I mean, no store had bread or water or batteries. Pillows and blankets, sheets, all that stuff was gone. Pet food, gone. Anything that was in a box or a can, gone. Nothing on the shelves, just empty. I went to the store and I was picking up some last minute things. I picked up a little bag of dog food and I picked up 2 boxes of noodles. Like that Top Ramen stuff, like the noodles in the cup, some of those. And it was just like nothing on the shelves, just nothing. And I was like, okay. And there was people that was like stocking up on the important stuff, and like they had like cases of beer, and I was like, if I had the extra money, I would get myself a glass of wine, but a bottle of wine. But no, I gotta be ready anytime. Anytime it gets too bad, or I know where the storm is, I'm about to roll out, So I was getting ready. I got me some gas because I went from a full tank to a half tank. I don't like being past half tank. I want my needle to be past the F. Okay, I want it to be full, the full, full tank of gas. And I was just like, babe, I'm about to you better tell them that you about to roll because I'm about to come pick you up and we about to bounce. We got to go somewhere. So, but it wouldn't have been necessary. Everything was fine, everything was standing, but that's what happened, and that's what happened. And it was such an learning experience, and always to be prepared, always kind of be on your toes a little bit when the weather starts getting too bad. But the stores are getting back to normal, the gas stations back to normal, people's houses back to normal. I know it's going to take a while for people who got the worst of it to get back to regular, but that was it. So that was my little what happened Hurricane Matthew videos. So yeah, I took it as a learning experience, and it was just I still can't believe some of the stuff that happened, but it did. So that's my video. I'm sorry it was so long and it was like 20 minutes or so, but that's what happened. So if you are in Florida, if you were affected by Hurricane Matthew in any way, shape, or form, comment down below. Let me know what happened. Are you okay? Did you get to a safe place? What happened? Did you have to be in a shelter or a hotel or a center somewhere? What happened? So I want to hear about it. I want to know. And if you got kind of like the worst of it, my heart, my thoughts, my prayers go out to you, because Mother Nature, she ain't nice. She ain't nice. So I hope you guys, do whatever it takes for you guys to get back to regular, getting back to being a whole again. So, thoughts and feelings, good wishes and prayers go out to y'all. Thank you guys for giving me updates. If you're watching this, I really do appreciate it. My family appreciates it. So, in the meantime, in between time, till next time, bye.